Speaking of
put it in a little petri dish.
Lawyers here. Here's Michael Jackson's lawyer on Larry King last night. He discusses the issue of sleeping with children, Anthony.
Well, first of all, Larry, this notion that he sleeps with boys was a concoction by the prosecution.
Really?
What he said very openly was that he allows families into his room. Now, his room is the size of a duplex. It's 2 levels.
All right, hold on. No, lawyer ass. What he said in an interview that was videotaped that I personally saw, as did millions of other people, was it's a wonderful thing to share your bed.
With a child.
With a child.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, exactly. He talked about how he shared his bed with children. But this lying fuck will sit there and spew out these lies.
What did Larry say? Did Larry call him out?
Yeah, how about going, well, what about this clip?
No, Larry
Play the
said,
videotape.
I understand you collect keys.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you get started with that hobby? God, that is it. Perfect.
That is
Perfect, Larry King.
Did you see the new Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah, he'll just go off on a left-hand
What just flew past your head, Larry? That was a softball arcing at me that I just didn't see.
What did Larry respond? Oh, maybe Larry had a good response.
All right, let's go back to the tape.
He's had mothers sleep there, fathers sleep there, sisters sleep there, brothers sleep there. The prosecution concocted this little saying about sleeping with boys because they thought it would turn off the jury, and they failed. But yes, we did have to explain who Michael Jackson was to the jury, that he's a very creative spirit, a very gentle soul, a brilliant musician, a brilliant choreographer, and a very sensitive person who is very concerned about the world and the problems in the world. And he has a very childlike spirit and essence to him, and he attracts children all over the world. We did have to explain who he was, but this is a country which prides itself on diversity, on the freedom to be who you are.
Jump in there,
and we
Larry.
never diverted our attention from who Michael was. We never tried to make him look like anything but himself.
Stop.
He never tried to dress differently for the courtroom. Our whole intention was to show who Michael is and be proud of it and embrace it.
Hell, the lawyer's brilliant. He answered the question, make Michael look good, and just kept going on.
And then had a monologue about how great Michael Jackson is.
Diversity in this country, Larry.
That's Larry's responsibility.
Somebody nudge Larry.
You know it's diverse, those Kellogg's snack packs. I love how diverse. You could go from Special K right to Frosted Flakes. That's diversity. We'll be back after this. You friggin' idiot. Ask him a question.
Larry King is a bum.
He is a bum. Larry King is a bum. What a maroon. Ask a question. Confront this guy. Yeah. Challenge him.
That's why Larry King is so famous, because everybody wants to be interviewed by this no tough question asking mokes.
Yeah.
He is an absolute mouthpiece for whoever's on trial or whoever's... That's all you are, Larry, is a mirror for them to say what they want to say.
Country Diversity, Michael Jackson is one of his members. You know, I know Sandy Koufax.
What?
Right, exactly.
Well, what about the Martin Bashir thing where Michael said he likes to share his bed, Mark?
Yeah.
Why didn't Larry jump in? It's your show, you suspenders-wearing jizz bucket. Jump in.
You know what? I don't care. Do you take garlic? I love garlic. Available at drugstores around the country. Garlic is wonderful.
That's right. It'll take the smell of small boy duty off your helmet. Oh, Larry King should have a stroke on his wedding day.
On his next wedding day.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's married 8-9 times. Oh, that is funny, man. You guys
Nothing. He's
nailed
got
it.
no balls.
God, what a coward
Ask
and a non-journalist.
question. Confront the guy. Challenge
You ever
him.
see 60 Minutes? They get in there with a pencil, and you're like you're getting fucked in the ass.
Beating the hell out of him.
Let's go to another clip. I was going to blow
What were
this
your
off,
real intentions for curing AIDS? What?
Yeah.
I'm a good guy here. Yes. I hear there were ulterior motives. What? No, I just came up with a cure.
Yeah, that's all I want to talk about. All right, here's them talking about, it's going to be the lawyer talking about media pundits, Anthony.
I think that we have developed an industry of would-be experts who are not professional, who are not experienced, who are very amateurish in their comments about what's going on in courtrooms.
Is he talking about us?
Carol Channing.
Is he talking about us?
Wait, who did these clips? Is there any Larry question? Who did the clips?
Is this edited? Did you edit out all of Larry King's questions?
I want to hear some of Larry's questions.
I want Larry's questions. I want them answered immediately.
That's right.
Yeah, we might have to revisit this.
I'm a divorced ass, you idiot.
Let's go back to the media pundits thing.
And who are willing to give opinions when they're not even there. and I think it has become the theater of the absurd. And I think it reached its lowest level in this case.
Speaking of theater, have you seen Billy Joel's musical?
The obvious
moving
bias
on.
among people like Court TV, who I felt was really an arm of the prosecution through this case. It was very amateurish and very unprofessional and very disturbing.
And that's Sneddon and his Ben hairdo. He goes to Ben's barber. It's a guy with a comb on the end of a baseball bat. That guy is up for lawsuits now, which is kind of good to see a lawyer be one, because he's just a bum, too. He deserves to lose his credibility.
Bum. The applicant is a bum.
That's right. Drummed out of the prosecution business.
How long have you known the applicant? Too long.
The applicant is a
bum. Don't make me laugh.
What did she say? Those were for you, Ralph. What was it that Norton was doing?
Furniture for the anniversary.
Yeah, for the anniversary.
For you, Ralph.
We're going to buy furniture for Ralph. And...
All right, listen, let's get past the Larry King clips. We got two more quick ones. The lawyer for Michael Jackson talking about the issue of celebrity justice.
I'll tell you what celebrity injustice was in this case. It was sending 70 sheriffs to raid Michael Jackson's home in a search. It was putting more experts, more sheriffs, and more investigators on this case than they do with serial killers. That's what I call celebrity injustice. So in a sense, he's correct. He just is looking at it the wrong way. Michael Jackson was treated differently because he was a celebrity.
Way to go, Larry. Does. And then
Does.
I'll talk over you.
Does.
Can you be a fucking man for 1 second and go, excuse me, wait, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Can you for once interrupt the lawyer?
Interrupt him. Watch Hardball. That's how you do a show. You jump in and just interrupt the guy.
Yell.
Scream at him. Call him an ass.
Or just go, excuse me. Before you finish that thought, can you at least once cut him off so you can go back and get your question answered?
Don't let him just profess his love for Michael Jackson.
You bum.
What's celebrity justice? I'll tell you what celebrity injustice is. I didn't ask you that.
Yeah.
What's celebrity justice? All right, when you're going to make a cake, what you have to do.
They're telling They're telling me that Larry King actually has a good question in this next one.
He does.
Talking about race issue.
There were some Jackson supporters concerned over the fact there was no black on the jury, but composite of that community, of course, there was a black alternate. Were you concerned about the race issue?
Wow, that's a tough question.
Certainly, Michael Jackson is part of a very prominent African-American family, and initially we did hope there would be some African-American representation on the jury. But once the jury was picked, I always had a good feeling about this jury. I always felt they were very independent-minded. Nobody was going to intimidate them. They were going to take their job very seriously and be very fair, and I was correct.
No, you weren't. They were back to Dwayne Reed, the babbling idiots they were when they showed up.
Now that they said not guilty.
Yeah.
If they would have said guilty, it would
there wasn't one black on the jury.
That's guaranteed. This lawyer, if they would have come back and said guilty, this lawyer would have been, well, the jury is racist. I knew it. There should have been more African Americans on this jury.
That Mark, what's his name?
Garagos.
Garagos is a smooth-talking son of a bitch.
All right, we got one more here.
Waltz is listening.
One more.
I only work with Michael Jackson. He's my only client.
One more here.
You like jurors who take notes?
Larry King.
Could someone, you know what?
Do you like Haagen-Dazs? I do.
This is
so creamy.
Nathaniel's running back to the office. Good. This is the bit today because they just quickly got the clips for us for the show, but you got to get all the Larry King questions.
He stinks.
Do you like jurors that take notes?
No, I prefer a juror who dozes off. You ass.
Listen to this again.
You like jurors who take notes?
I don't know how to answer that, Larry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think note-taking is an indication that someone's paying attention and very concerned about their job, but on the other hand, you can also be paying attention and absorbing what's going on without taking notes. So I don't really know how to answer that question.
I see your writing, Larry. What are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Look at that. Here's the church.
I'm just doodling. Do you like doodling?
He can't believe what a dumb... This is a lawyer for Michael Jackson, and he can't believe what an awful question he's just asked.
He was just asked an awful question.
Do I ask why Michael said he sleeps with boys on the Martin Bashir video? No.
No.
Do you like jurors who take notes?
Yeah. Do you like ice cream, Doc?
Why can't he go into room 237? Who was he trying to bring into this situation? A cook?
You know, if you could drive a car, you could drive a snowcat. I didn't know that.
Hello, is anybody home?
We'll be back after these words. KDK 12 to KDK 1. Do you have garlic?
Delbert Grady, Thursday.
Yeah, do yourself.